It's that time of year again where got my really dirty sweater on and gonna work on the blue truck. Decided to get this back out this year. And the first things first, I mean, this thing looks cool and Mad Maxy and all that kind of stuff, but two things I'm gonna do, everyone will hate. The tires and rims gotta go. Rims I'd love to keep, but those tires are just not good, and definitely not good for winter. So I do have a set of studded tires for it that we're gonna put on there, and the bumper's coming off. The lights just reflect off the bumper and you don't get to see anything at night. So we'll ditch that, and then I've got the ongoing internet joke, but I am doing it just the same. We're going to rebuild the engine. Get it? It's not really coming apart. I'm just putting a bunch of fluids in that will hopefully seal up stuff and stop some of the oil from puffing out of it. She's a tired little 305, but I gotta give it credit. Started up on basically varnish. If it proves to be too much of a mess, we are going to go with this guy. Running engine, carbureted, which I like. A lot of people don't, but I do. And pretty straightforward. Drop it in and go. HEI all set up, everything is there. It did come out of a truck that was running and driving. This engine is seized solid, so it just kind of came along as a package deal. It came with it. This is a 6-liter LS that I don't know what to do with yet. I don't know if the video is already gone or not, or if anybody here has watched any of the other ones, but we have an old 60s Saratoga, 50s, sorry, Saratoga, that we could always put that 6-liter in, which would just make it an absolutely amazing touring car. One of the things about this truck that's always driven me nuts is this big ass can of an exhaust. So guess what's coming off today? So I'm gonna go gather tires. I won't bother people with that. Fill them all up with air because every one of them is flat. And probably have a mild hernia. Oh, this engine, early 90s fuel injected, 350. There is a project this will be going in that you'll be seeing down the road, not very far off. I love being around engines, and they're everywhere here. This is a happy place. Time to find out how heavy this bumper is. It's all aluminum, so first we're gonna try the responsible method and put a jack under it. Alright, let's find out how heavy this is. Oh, it's not bad. Pretty stuck on there. There we are. In my mind, that was 100 pounds. We're going to get out the mechanic's friend for lying on wet or dicey ground. The old sheet of cardboard. Nice thing about these kind of lifted trucks is that you don't need to jack them up to go under. So check it out, look at, oh, no bumper, teeny tiny tires. But it'll keep the front end in it a lot longer. Those were not easy on that front end. Okay, let's see here. What do we got going? Lots of groaning on my part. Okay, so this is definitely not a... Oh, it is. Look, an O2 sensor that doesn't need to be there. Wow, what a... That's like a 1-inch pipe to bullshit. And goes into a big ol' exhaust into this thing. So, first things first, we're taking this one off. So I'm just under the truck trying to get the pipe off, and I did the whole clamp thing and This is the way you're supposed to do it thing. And now I'm looking for the where are the blades for my Sawzall thing. We may be going cutoff wheel on this, which is fine. It's just right beside the gas tank, so no big deal. I'm gonna cut through right there. Move this clamp. I should probably just take this clamp off. Be gone. Let's bring her back around. It's gonna fall off eventually, right? There we go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the plus means positive, right? Positive. This is just the wonkiest of wonky setups. Side posts, convert it to top. We did do that right? Yep. All right. Sitting perfectly in that battery tray. Running a little rough. Let's see what we can do for this. So much better. What? Alright, next is an oil change, but also a return spring. Good side? Good side. Get it? Anyway, alright, the oil change has been completed. I didn't film much because it's been raining this whole time. As you can see, my cardboard is soaked. I didn't spill any oil, as you can see, when I did the change. It's perfectly, you know, no, we won't do that. Okay, let's see what happens now. Figure out why this thing takes so long to start. I'm sure that timing is way off. Definitely a big misfire going on here. Sounds like the cam that wasn't there. Alright, well, here we have it. Running, you can see it's got a wicked mess. So, we'll see if this engine comes around or if it goes around, if you know what I'm saying. I still want to do plugs. I don't know what the plug wires are like. Who knows when the last time any of these have been changed were. Alright, so we're continuing on tune-up day on the blue truck to hopefully get it out and running. Hood's up. Started it up. Started okay. Didn't like the way it's been idling, so I added some timing to it. I probably put in, I don't even know, I didn't use a gun, I just sort of went by ear. Put in a few degrees anyway, and it seems to be revving better now, which is nice. I think it was way low. So today we are going to put on our muffler, because we're still running muffler-less. I'm just gonna weld that in place. I needed to let the truck warm up a bit to try to get the pipes to warm up, but she's a cold one out there today. And went with the old classic Delco plugs. Woo! I don't know the last. I'm gonna be very interested to see what the plugs look like in this thing. I do believe the last person that worked on that truck as far as doing up any of the bolts was a gorilla. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if these plugs come out. The wires look relatively Oh, it is our old friend NGK too. A couple things. That's a lot of gap. Well, we'll see if they're all like that or not. What I'm gonna do is, I don't think you guys need to watch me change every single spark plug. So, I'm gonna turn this off, but when I come back, I'll have them all laid out so we can take a look at just how good they are. So this was cylinder 6. So it was doing okay. I don't know, is it focusing on this? Or am I focusing on the background? How do these cameras work? Anyway, it was good. This is very bad. Pretty rich. And this one is the worst of all. This was cylinder 8. Cylinder 8. It, as you can see, is even a little bit wet. So this one was firing intermittently. So out with those, it's a little idea of what's going on here now. I'm not gonna lie, I did the easy side first because I felt, just like something going correct for once. So now I'm gonna go out and do the not easy side. Side 2 of the plugs are done, so let's go and see. I think we still have a sticking injector, but let's go see how she sounds when we start it up. And the next thing is the exhaust after this. Small tiny miss there, yeah. But how is it ever? It's not shaking like it was before. See how the throttle response from the inside is. Oh yeah, night and day. All right. So step in the right direction there. So the exhaust is booger welded on, if you could even call it, but it's just kind of on. Lots of leaks, which is good, but I mean, I don't know what this thing needs to exhaust from front to back, and this is just a quick solution until next summer when we do something a little more I guess. I also need to wash this thing. So gotta put the air air cleaner back on. It's over there on the Honda. Put the front plate on, and then I think we're gonna go for a drive. So I just put my seatbelt on.
So Tim's got the old blue Chev here to pick me up this morning after he's done a whole bunch of work to it. So let's go have a ride and see how it runs. Sounds a lot better than the last time it was running, or the last time I saw it. Lots of debris in there. Oh! Did you know there's vegetation growing in the back? Some weeds.
Back there. It's an ecosystem.
All right, so what are we doing?
I'm gonna run up to Canadian Tire because I need to find a coffee holder.
Oh.
And some kind of mirror solution if they have one.
Seems to be running a lot better.
Oh heck yeah.
I did notice that on the previous video when we went and picked it up that there was a comment about how she was burning oil.
Yeah, it's engine rebuild in a bottle took care of that.
Think it was the Lucas?
Oh yeah, definitely the Lucas. I mean, it's a 260,000 kilometer, which puts us at what, 170,000 miles or something like that.
Well, and it's been pieced together by many different vehicles.
Yes, and to say our exhaust system is,
I don't know, it sounds pretty good.
It does. There's just it's a muffler, because I don't know what they did. It goes from like a 1 3/4 inch pipe to a 2.5 then it was to a 3 inch.
Yes, I saw that. Very strange.
So I had that cherry bomb that I put on. That was a let's get rid of it.
There we go. That's not bad tired 305.
Nope. So when you're pushing the exhaust through, it's good. But when you idle, it seems to come back out around the big hole that the muffler's stuck in. So what I did is I just jammed the muffler in, and then I really crappily welded around where the two met.
Muffler tape could have solved that.
Still might. That's another thing I'm gonna look at that Canadian Tire. Although that stuff falls off pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
Everybody up! Oh, we're gonna try to pull third up the bridge. Got it. Front end could use an alignment.
Well, those Super Swampers did a number on it.
Yeah, but it's not rattly or anything. It's just everything is over to the right. A lot of yoke in the wheel.
Oh yeah.
And that just causes some wandering. She gets along pretty good, actually.
Oh, it's running great. I seem to remember when it got put away years ago. Well, I wouldn't even say put away, just dumped in the bush. That it didn't run like this. But
no, there was a lot bad.
We said the timing was out. Obviously, fixed the timing earlier in the episode.
Yep.
And what? Spark plug change. That's with some crazy gap on those spark plugs.
Did you? Oh no, I threw them out. Yeah, did you like that?
I couldn't believe that, and it didn't look like there was much of the electrode left either.
Well, those were those NGK pointy ones that never work anyway.
Okay.
It's funny. I actually saw a YouTube hack on how to fix NGK plugs. And basically, you take the electrode out of another plug. Speed bumps or fun carnival ride? I don't know. Well, we've reached operating temperature and we've made it this far, so it's pretty good.
Plus, aren't you getting a snowplow for this or something?
Hopefully, yes. That's one of the points in having it this year. We have it. I don't know if you can hear the studded tires just picking away.
So we've made it to our destination. That's a nice job on this, Tim.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.